howling for you.
Away we go!
And in my best rock impersonation, finally, the Wolfpack have come back to Toronto. Ish. Technically, it was Markham. But finally, the Wolfpack are playing in the Den. Ish. It was technically Fletcher's field. But finally, the Wolfpack are back home. Ish, because right now they're technically on a flight going back to UK for another few games. But it's good to have rugby league back in Toronto. It was a great game yesterday. We'll get right back to it. I'm your co-host Dario,
and I'm your other co-host Chris.
And so we'll get right to it.
Wait. Oh. How was that a rock and roll voice?
No, not rock and roll. The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, The Rock.
The Rock.
I still don't get it, but okay.
Yeah, apparently you don't smell what I'm cooking. Anyways, another wrestling reference we won't get into. But yesterday, rugby league action in the GTA-ish with Markham out in the middle of nowhere, but still not bad. Why don't we go over to you? Your first thoughts arriving at Fletcher's Field and what you saw there?
I think my first thoughts were getting to the field. Good, not as far as I thought. It was about a 20-minute, half-hour trek, so I'm assuming a lot of people that coming from the core downtown. Fair bit of time.
Probably 45 minutes to an hour,
yeah.
I think.
The trip up wasn't bad. Getting to the stadium, arena, pitches, because there's 6 pitches.
6 fields, yeah.
We walked up to, we parked, we got out, and it was okay, we're probably in that stadium or that field back there that actually has bleachers. Because everything else is just open grass. I assumed they were going to use as parking spots, and they eventually did. Not bad. I thought it would be a little more underwhelming, but not bad. I think I'm too accustomed to going to the Lamport, the Den, with 6,000-7,000 people.
Yeah. So in terms of attendance there was, 2,917 that came out there?
Okay, that's what I heard too. I don't know how they got those numbers. When I was going in, I saw them not take anyone's ticket, not even look at tickets. People just walked in. I was doing the same thing until I went to the point where, so listen, I'm here, I need a media pass, the access pass. Oh yeah, we have no idea. So took a little while to get my pass. So I'm guessing that number was box office numbers.
Probably. It might have been more at the location there.
Good crowd for the field. For the
venue
arena.
itself.
Yes,
for the venue. I myself was actually had to work that day, so I got there a little bit later. But by the time I got there, they did settle everything. First of all, there wasn't enough parking spot, which they knew ahead of time. So they had shuttle buses to a different parking spot. That went over, surprisingly to say, smoothly enough. It was very, very quick, very, very easy. And when I got there, they had my press pass like that. In fact, the kind lady, thank you so much, escorted me. I felt important. She escorted me over to the media area.
And where are my thanks for that?
Why?
So when I got there,
you weren't the pretty woman that escorted me.
No, certainly not. But I said, listen, I'm here. There's another person that's coming shortly. He's delayed at work, so he will be arriving. Make sure you look after him.
Okay. So
that's what I'm telling you.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Oh, shut up.
But apart from that, good crowd. And when we're talking about crowd, we have to quickly go into the Swinton lines. There's over 100 people that came over from Swinton. My God, they cheered and they sang the entire time. It looked like, I hope they all did. I hope you all had a great time, but it sounded like it was. The chanting going back and forth.
I saw at one point, I heard at one point, first I hear Swinton, then I hear Wolfpack going on for 10-15 minutes, and like they're having a blast.
It was phenomenal, at least in terms of atmosphere. That's right, our fans, as people noted, we have to bring up our game. We have to raise our level. We don't have the songs yet or anything that's coming. But yeah, no, they certainly helped build that atmosphere there. So thank you to the Swinton fans and to the Swinton team, even though you did eventually get... it happens, you know. So we'll go into the first half.
Yep.
And a little loosey-goosey kind of thing. I guess people getting accustomed to the field. It was a little close at the beginning. Well, it was.
Okay.
I thought there was 4-2. To me, that's close.
Yes. For a Wolfpack game.
Yes, for Wolf.
Fortunately for Swinton, it didn't end up like that. But, I mean, they were coming from what position?
I think they are last in the table.
Yeah.
Quite possibly, I don't think they have a victory to the season as of yet. So, again, but still, they battled hard, as we always say, the opposing teams.
All the way through the game.
All the way through the game.
I've never seen a team down 20, 30 points give up. And I don't know if that's just rugby.
It could very well be.
Yeah.
Could very well be. The one thing though was at halftime, the score was 22-8, if I'm not mistaken. And what we did is we took a little film of some of the fans' reactions. These are, I was about to say lifelong fans, but I already used that joke in the video. We won't get to that. But here's some fans' reaction. This is at halftime during the Wolfpack game.
So it's halftime here at the Wolfpack game. Wolfpack were up 22-8. It was a little close contest to begin with, but Wolfpack started to pull away. So I'm here with a longtime fan. I guess I'm going to say long time. It's only been a year. But Thomas, your thoughts so far in the first half?
They need to score more.
They got 22 points already.
Oh, come on. They turned the ball over several times. They didn't defend the short kickoff. They need to get in the game.
So that's Thomas, your typical Toronto fan, never satisfied. I mean, they're up 22-8. Give them a break. You know, they let them wear down the other team. But another question going, it's been a year. How's it been without the Wolfpack until now?
I've been dying to get to a game, and I'm looking forward to the new field going in. I actually went to the pitch the other day just to see it, and it was there's no turf. There's just rolls. I want to see a stadium, man. I want to get back down there. I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. Soon enough. We'll look forward in June. So move along over here, and we have. Hello, what are the Wolfpack?
Wolfette, hello. And
Preston.
I'm not.
And how are you enjoying the game so far?
It's so good. It's kind of sad not to be at Lamport, but the turnout's been really good, and everyone seems really excited that the season started. So yeah.
Usually beer does that to people. But yeah, no, you're right. It's not our local zone. Oh, we're going to get there in a second anyways. So, what are your thoughts on the first half so far?
Lilo got over the line, so that was good. That's about it's been great.
My first rugby game in years. I'm loving it. It's a good time.
Perfect. But for those that know, Lilo is Liam K. There's a connection there we won't get into it right now. But thank you for your time. And we're moving on.
Is it me? A team of Emmets, a team of Emmets, a team of Emmets. We are a team of Emmets.
What's up, Dario? How are you doing?
How's it going? Here with the Wolfpack pack finally. How did you enjoy the first half so far?
You know what? We're having a great time. It's not union, as we know, but we're having a great time. The boys are looking good. It's great to see Pato out there and Lussick and Gareth O'Brien. These boys are brought in to make us happy, and this crowd today is having a great time.
I know, a lot of Swinton fans here. It's great to see. Everybody seems to be getting along. The chanting back and forth. What an atmosphere.
You know what? For Swinton, it's a shame their fans can't put points on the board with their cheering, because I'd give them about 50 points, because they're going to need them today. But it's fantastic to see the support. 104 fans came over. Last season, we saw Hunslet, who came over with fantastic support. This year, Swinton's putting down the marker, and we're going to see some fantastic support this season.
Okay, so we'll end off. The score, Wolfpack 22, Swinton 8, but the Swinton fans, they got 50 points off the board, all right?
Come on, Wolfpack! Come on, Wolfpack! Come on, Wolfpack! Come on, Wolfpack!
And as usual, it's halftime, and like I said, the Wolfpack pack are already in mid-season form, both with their chanting and a little bit of their
Onesies?
drinking. Yes, and
And
the
the
new
onesies.
onesies. Fortunately, transportation didn't work out as well as they had hoped. We'll get into that later in another episode if need be, because who knows, they might use that the first time the Wolfpack come back to Toronto at the Den at Lamport, which is June 9th.
Now, something I noticed that I mentioned to you before is that having gone to the Den all of last season and, well, the local Markham game this year, it was weird not knowing where the fans were. Because normally you have the Wolfpack is sitting at the beer garden, or the Wolfpack pack sitting at the beer garden end, and then you have the supporters section, the Den, I guess they call it, or the
Oh, the Wolfpack, yes.
Yeah, the ones with the banners and the drum and things, they're always sitting at the northeast corner of the stadium. Here, a little bit different. Like, okay, so it was weird. It didn't quite feel like home.
You're right. That level of comfort wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like walking into a brand new house for the first time and not knowing necessarily where things should go or how
Still
things
our
fit.
house, though.
Still our house, though. As the score at the end of it displayed with a final of 62-14. But at least it wasn't as bad as the York City Knights game.
So
That was what, 144 nothing.
So that puts us, leaves us now in first. How far ahead?
We are, thanks to a victory by Toulouse over Featherstone, I think it was 36-10. That leaves us now 3 points clear of both teams that are tied for second place right now. So we have 3 points lead going in. There was another game today that's of importance. That's London Broncos facing Lee. That could very well, London's in fourth and Lee's in fifth or sixth. So very, very tight group over there. Those two very important points coming up.
Yeah, it could affect the promotion at the end of the season.
Oh, definitely. And speaking of very important games, which we'll move on to, next week, Challenge Cup, or as you like to call it, the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup.
There we go.
Sponsorship. Oh, you're way off, man. Way off.
I'd give you that one.
Give that one. Where they play against a Super League team, the Warrington Wolves. It's Wolves against the Wolfpack. Go figure it.
And that's
next week. I don't know if
week.
they've determined yet whether it's Saturday, Sunday. When I checked
broadcast though,
I have no idea. Unfortunately, right now on the Wolfpack website, it just says to be determined.
Schedule,
It chips up
everything.
the day and the time, but it is that weekend, the weekend of Sunday, May or Saturday, May 12th, Sunday, May 13th. So we'll have to wait and see.
Where is this in the Challenge Cup now? Round
6 or the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. I think.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're following Super League at all. Warrington is in third place. So this isn't just a Super League team. This is a really good Super League team. So if you want to know where the Wolfpack stand, this will be a good
against
test.
Super League, against top tier. Yeah.
This will be a very good test. I don't think they're quite there yet.
Okay.
I still think that this team may be good enough for Super League and may be good enough to challenge one of those teams, but I still think they need some more time playing together.
We've also got a number of players that some of them didn't suit up for the game. You got Sims that didn't suit up, and I'm guessing because the situation with the opposition, not really
Needed.
a challenging game. So better rest the starters, although I think it would have been a better opportunity to let them play and get some time with the other players. Although there's always the risk of a stupid injury, and you can't
regularly
gamble.
Yeah, we don't want to take the risk of Dario praising one of the players and them getting hurt. Right?
What are your thoughts on Ashton's play? I don't want to comment.
But yeah, no, Johnny Pono wasn't lined up.
Yeah.
Ashton Sims, I think it was Ackers was there,
Yeah.
and I think Buchanan. I think all four of them.
Yeah, all red shirts.
Yeah.
Not
So-
TFC red shirts, not playing red shirts.
Not playing red shirts. So yeah,
But I will say I'm really looking forward to see Sims play.
in live in person.
Yes, yeah, and I want to hear his impact on the field and to the other players. You mentioned it earlier, Corey Patterson.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's bring up about Corey Patterson. Super nice guy, isn't he?
On and off the field.
We had him on camera there several times in an interview. Wonderful.
Friendly, kind, big teddy bear, as I think he describes himself.
Yes.
Big softy.
Big softy.
Yeah.
I'm a big softy man.
Love you
On the field, though, live in person, he is a mean mama jama. Oh boy.
He hits. And he runs with intent. And he's a big boy to be running at you with intent.
Yes, exactly.
So kudos to the players running towards him.
I'm the kind of person to go, oh, here's the ball. Go ahead, take it. It's yours. Here's clear path.
We're not winning anyways. Here you go.
No. So, but again, a great game from him. And we should also bring up Liam Kay.
Another
hat trick
Yeah.
for.
It's getting boring.
As Wolfette would call it. Sex on legs, as he's known by other people. But yeah, no, it was a great game, and we look forward to the game against Warrington. One thing, though, I would bring
almost as much as the home game in June.
You know the June 9th game? You know what it is against?
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay, I don't care as much as the fact that we're finally going to get to see them at the Den, assuming the Den is ready. Because I think Thomas mentioned in the video, or mentioned to me, is that he went by it, and it's open. The field is uncovered. They've got rolls of what I assume is turf, waiting to go down.
The one thing just to look at it is that they'll be facing the London Broncos.
Ugh.
Right, and so the London Broncos, remember, our only loss of the season is to them.
Yeah.
And it was by
It was
margin.
a big loss.
It was a big loss. So I have a feeling you're probably not going to see a 62-14 score for the Wolfpack that game. It's going to be a much tighter game, and something that Toronto fans aren't used to seeing at home.
A challenge?
A challenge. So it'll be really good to get back out there in that. So one last thing I just want to bring up about the whole Fletcher's Field experience and about Wolfcast TV in general. One of the things that we had hoped to have is interviews, or at least an interview with a player after the game, just to get some post-game comments.
Some thoughts.
You know, because people would rather listen to them. Why? I have no idea.
It's got nothing to do with me.
No. But no, and unfortunately, it is something that we're not able to do. Coach Rowley has a bit of a hammer down on that, apparently. So perfectly understand, but we will try to get obviously as much video and audio as we can to present to you and make this as entertaining as possible. So that said and done, any last comments on Fletcher's Field? I just want to get into that poem.
Into the poem?
Poem.
Oh.
On Flanders Field.
Fletcher's
Where
Field.
Floppies go. I know, but it just wants to roll off my tongue that way.
No, you know what? I think it was pretty well set up, considering the things I've seen with the Wolfpack and the way they organize things are not as well as they could be. Clean things up, considering it was a last-minute venue, or somewhere where it wasn't expected. I think they did an admirable job of getting it organized and getting the players there, looking after the parking situation, and it was, all things considered, it was a good day.
Okay. Actually, I just did think of one thing because I have notes here, so I'm just going to circle here. There's one thing that I did get disappointed in. They sold pies there! They had meat pies there! And I unfortunately didn't even have a chance to try one. So, if any of you had the chance to have one of the meat pies there, please let us know how they were.
And let's not
I'm hoping
start an
that
argument about the best pies.
Well, the best pies are those ones there.
Oh my god, okay.
Right? Because you always go wherever the home pies are, kind of thing. Even though I didn't have one. But if you had the pies, let us know how they were. And I'm hoping that there's something that they carry forward at Lamport and begin to have over there. But yes, pies. It's just like scoring a try, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. We'll see you next time.
With a beer and a pie and another Wolfpack try. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
I'm done, dude. I'm done. That's it. No more.
See you later.
Bye.
That's all, folks.